Hey guys, welcome back to Olivia's Blooms. Today I am going to be doing a little activity. It is a rainy, cold fall day, but I have been waiting to use this glass gem corn that I grew. And so what I'm going to be doing is making a glass gem corn bouquet. This corn I did a terrible job growing. I harvested it actually too soon, and a helpful fellow YouTuber explained that with this type of corn, also known as husk corn, you want to wait to harvest it until the husks are completely dry, unlike sweet corn where you want to harvest it before the kernels are hard and dry. But I still think it's beautiful and I still want to have some fun with it, and then I'll grow even more next year and maybe have some bigger, more beautiful colored corn, but I still think it's gonna be fun. And you could use corn that you grew, any kind of ornamental corn, or you could do this with corn you bought from the store. So what else I'm gonna be using, I had a goal to harvest some grasses. We have beautiful local grasses growing around here. I never got around to it, so I cheated a little bit. And I picked up a couple bunches of dried grass just from Trader Joe's, and unfortunately I don't know what types of grasses these are, but I thought they looked beautiful. In hindsight, this one is a little bit, it's sort of the same shape and texture as the corn, so maybe I should have gone a little bit different, but I think it's gonna be cool. So I'm gonna be using these two. I also grabbed, and not sure if I'm gonna use, but I have these nigella pods that I think add a fun little pop, and I have tons and tons of straw flowers, so I might use these as well. And my inspiration today is this vase I got from a local ceramicist, Pepperstone Ceramics. She's local to us here in Charlottesville, and to me it's just the perfect vessel for a dried fall arrangement. And so that's really all I'm using. Now, you'll notice that the glass gem corn, I have them on wooden skewers, and that's just to make them a little bit easier to work with. And it's super easy to do, so let me show you. Okay, so here's an example of some of the corn I grew, and it's been drying for a couple months at least. I think I harvested these in June. And what I'm doing is snapping off the stalk here. I kept the stalk on some of these thinking I might use this, but I think it's gonna be easier to use these skewers. And I just have a plain wooden skewer. Not exactly sure how long these are, but I'm guessing 12 inches or so, about a foot, maybe 18 inches. No, I think that's 12. And then I'm just shoving the end of the skewer into the bottom. And it's not going in very far, but it's pretty sturdy. This isn't going anywhere. And you have to use a little bit of muscle, but it's really not hard. And I didn't have trouble getting any of these skewered. There's the second one. Look at that one, what a beauty. Next, I am just going to arrange these like I would a bouquet. Now you could just stick these in here like this if you wanted. You could probably even just make an arrangement just with the corn itself, especially if you've got big cobs that you harvested at the right time. But because these are all very different heights, I think I'm going to arrange them like a bouquet and then rubber band the bottom and then cut them off so they're the same height. You can see these are a lot longer, so I'm gonna start with some of my lighter colored corn in the middle here. And again, I am just arranging it like I would any other bouquet. I'm gonna put in some of these dried corn elements. And this grass is so pretty. It's almost like a feather duster, like feathers. So if you have grasses that you grow, you could certainly use things from your yard. You could use branches. That would be beautiful as well with beautiful leaves. So there's tons you can do, I think, to make this feel special. But to me, the glass gem corn just, it almost serves as like a flower in the absence of flowers here in the fall. And let me do one more feather back here. Let's see how I feel about adding, yeah, I think that's pretty. Some of these straw flowers in. And straw flowers, I hung these to dry upside down. You have to be careful. Some of them, their heads are a little bit, they hang down too far. So I'm gonna try and use ones where the head dried upright. And again, drying them upside down helps with that. They are fragile, so you're gonna wanna be careful. And let me see if I have a couple more. Right, come in with some more feathers, some more corn. Sort of saving the most beautiful corn cobs for the outside so you can really see them. Some of these are a little bit faded because again, I harvested them too early. So I'm gonna use some of these darker ones, I think, around the outside. That beauty. Gorgeous. You need some straw flower color over here. So it's looking a little bit crazy right now, but I think once they're all cut and put in the vase, I think they're gonna be really pretty. Something unexpected. I don't think you'd normally see a glass gem corn flower arrangement, so at least you can have some unique decor in your house that you can say you grew yourself. And I think that's pretty cool. Some more feather grass here. It's a little bit tricky with some of these bigger stems. Now I'm gonna have to cut this to the height of the wooden skewers because I'm not gonna be cutting through the wooden skewers today. I think that's just gonna be a little bit too hard and tough. But I think I'll be able to cut the rest of these ingredients if I need to. I'm gonna stand up just to give myself a little bit more room here. Let's see here. Apologies for my dogs playing in the background here. And I think it's so cool. And I kind of like that all the corn looks a little bit different. That makes it interesting to look at. And you know, some of my corn has some bad spots, but I'll just hide that. I don't think you're gonna notice it really. Do some more back here. Shh, Rocky boy, what are you doing? This one here. And maybe a couple more straw flowers, and then I'm gonna see about the nigella. I'm not sure if I want to use that or not. Oh, look at that beauty. I don't think you can go wrong adding straw flowers to any bouquet. And last one, I think I'm gonna use these. And I'm probably gonna fuss with this a little bit once I get it in the vase. Let's see if I can get the straw flower right in the middle here. There we go. All right, so this is what it looks like. Now I'm gonna move this stuff out of the way. I don't think it needs the nigella pods. I mean, they look cute, but I think I'm gonna, maybe just tuck one in there. Well, I think maybe these are a little too small to keep up with the rest of this. I'm gonna keep it like this and see how it looks in the vase. So this is gonna be the challenging part. I'm gonna make sure everything is the right height. And then I'm gonna attempt to cut this to size. Okay, so I used my garden shears, you can see there, to cut down the skewers because I didn't want to see those at the base, and I think it turned out really well and really cool and interesting. Let me give you a little spin here. And an unexpected way to use glass gem corn and straw flowers and some dried elements for a pretty little centerpiece. So I'm gonna go find a pretty spot for this and display it. And I hope you guys will make some arrangements with your glass gem corn and show me, because I'm sure you guys can make even way more beautiful ones than I did. But I hope you had as much fun gardening and arranging today as I did. Yep, I think I like it right there. It's a good spot for it. Nice fall centerpiece.